So for anyone like me who has caught the flu and can't get into the doctor in lovely old Adelaide in South Australia, I'm going to show you my homemade remedy that combats and beats viruses and protects us against and a good natural antibiotic. You don't actually take this because it's fun. It tastes foul, but it really does the job. So the first thing you need is a full onion of garlic. Try and get it as Australian, home Australian, because the Chinese garlic has been bleached and doesn't have any efficacy. Just out of interest, this lovely one here is probably more natural garlic. It's like a purple garlic, but as you can see, it's sprouted, so it's not good to use. And the other thing is, I can plant it. The problem is with garlic, it takes 9 months to grow. So, onion, full onion of garlic. So the first thing I do, and I know that people can do this a lot more efficiently than I can, you've got all these cloves of garlic. And what I do is I cut off the bottom, and I put in water, reactivate the roots and plant it. So if I can, I'll plant it. Alright, so we've got all these cloves of garlic. I'm not going to bore the bejesus out of you by making you watch me peel all the garlic. And your hands will absolutely stink at the end of it, but I know I could soak it, but I want it to be as natural as possible. So as you can see, I've got 6 good cloves of garlic in the Vitamizer. This has been my 4th, 5th day running, so I won't put the whole onion in. I'm actually upright and a lot better than I was 4 days ago. So the next step is the lemons, and to juice the lemons. Now, I actually did a bit of research when I couldn't get into a doctor because, obviously I wanted to give myself the best treatment. And I looked up antiviral, natural antiviral and natural antibiotic ingredients. And the first 3 that came up were garlic, honey, and lemon juice. So as I've been actually doing this for myself for several years, whenever I get a wog or a flu or what have you, I thought, well, I'm on the right track now, I'll share it. So I juice probably 2 to 3 lemons, depending on how much juice comes out of the lemons. The thing is, because this tastes really quite unpleasant, you don't want to have a huge amount to drink, because the idea is to get the ingredients into you without gagging or throwing up in the meantime. I know it's not a great recommendation, but I can tell you that this actually works. And yes, I do squeeze the absolute maximum amount out of the lemon that I can, and I also put all the pulp from the lemon in the drink as well. After all, it's good for you, it's good fibre, and it's got certainly a lot of the fruit acids that we need, sorbic, ascorbic, something like that. Okay, so pulp, and in with the garlic. Okay, the next thing is the honey. Now I will tell you that I always try and get the natural honey from the local beekeeper. The Oh, just put my knife through that, which was sensible. The commercial honeys that you buy in supermarkets have been processed to comply with health regimes, etc. But very often they've been processed to the point where the goodness of the honey has been compromised. So I get natural honey. Now, because I want it to spin and I want it to mix nicely with the garlic and the lemon juice, I put just enough water in the cup, again a little bit, just to be able to dissolve the honey. I'm going to let that dissolve for a minute to make it nice and runny, and you don't want to put too much water in because otherwise you end up with a really big drink. You want to get it all down, and it's a bit hard to do that. Okay, so the honey is pretty much dissolved, so I'm just going to put that in there. Hadn't quite done it. And then it's just a matter of blending it. What happens is this comes out white and frothy. I want to make sure all of the garlic is completely vitamized. And I can feel myself gagging already. However, this little remedy I've used for a lot of years. First twinge of a cold coming on or anything like that, I will take this and it stops in its tracks. However, about once every 3 years I get a really, really bad case of flu, and that sort of sets my immune system up for the next 3 years. But it's about a matter of managing it when you cook. So, bottoms up. No, I didn't show me drinking it apart from anything else. I looked like bog girl today. So, but just to prove I drank it, I'm going to go and have a big glass of water. Two things about this: it dries you out a little, so it's drying medicine, and it can make you feel a little bloated in the stomach and a bit constipated, so it's a really good idea to follow this up with lots of water. Here's to non-viral, non-bacterial health. Cheers.